Better check your resources.
Turn the radio off right now and listen to The Chris Miles Show.
Better check your resources.
Keeping you informed about the latest and greatest trends and current events in today's society. It's where you go to stay in the know. It's the Chris Miles Show, live from Atlanta, Georgia.
The definition of insanity is doing the exact same fucking thing over and over again, expecting shit to change. That is crazy. But the first time somebody told me that, I don't know, I thought they were bullshitting me, so boom, I shot him. The thing is, okay, he was right.
Good evening, everyone. We are back. We are back again. Welcome to the Chris Miles Show.
Hello, everybody. Once again, good evening to everybody. We are here by the grace of the Most High. We want to thank everybody for tuning in to the Chris Miles Show. We've been off for 2 weeks. Actually working on some other things and actually trying to get some stuff into place. So we are back with another edition of the Chris Miles Show. The title of the program this evening is The Definition of Insanity. Let me go on and say good evening to my producer, Mr. Producer. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. How about yourself?
Oh man, I'm blessed to be here. Thanking God to be here, and just looking to give the people some enlightenment on what our positions are and why we feel the way we feel.
Yeah.
So once again, people, good evening to everybody. Thank you for tuning in to the Chris Miles Show. You also, for everybody out there, you all can find us on that of YouTube. And also we are streaming live on that of X, formerly known as Twitter, and also on Facebook. If you are on Facebook, which we stream through Facebook as well, I would ask that everybody on there share the link. Just get the link, copy it, or I think they have it now set up where you can grab the link and just share it to your page. So we want to ask everybody to share the content this evening that we are bringing forward. It has been raining here, and I'm a little kind of tired of the rain, but I have no control over that. That is the Lord's work. So I'm glad and blessed to be here. Mr. Producer.
Yeah, what's up?
We have an interesting show this evening. We're actually talking about the definition of insanity, meaning that a lot of things have been going on out here in society, in our society for that matter. That being that of we have like two things going on. We're actually in a election year. 2024, which the candidates are actually running, is that of the current president, which is Joe Biden, and former President Donald Trump. I've been getting a lot of slack because, I've been asking some pertinent questions pertaining to what the title of the show is, The Definition of Insanity. But I have... Okay, I just had some post up. Somebody there already. Just hold your comments for a second. But anyway, I have been getting a lot of slack because people are actually wanting me to define for them my political views or my political affiliation. And I have none. I have neither. Okay, Troy, I'm coming to you shortly, brother. But I'm not endorsing a candidate. I am very much neutral in this situation. I'm asking a lot of the blacks that have supported Joe Biden in the past, what are the things that you are attracted to pertaining to his policies? One of the things that we've had the privilege of covering is the fact of the Eagle Pass. Like the borders down there on Eagle Pass, Texas, they are open. They are very much open, and the illegals, I want to call them illegals, I should say migrants are coming.
It is illegal.
The
I'm saying, what do you think migrant means?
Okay, I get it.
It mean migrator. They migrating
okay,
like animals.
It's more of a suitable term.
Man,
okay.
fuck that.
Okay, so anyway, they are coming in here probably roughly 20,000 a day, or maybe even more. And Joe Biden seems not to be concerned with it. There's a lot of things that have actually taken place, like there were 4 individuals that beat a police officer in New York. D.A. Braggs there gave them a...
You want to pull his picture up?
Yeah, just bring him up. He actually gave these guys a no bond. So basically, he let them out on their own recognizance, and they have since fled New York. And so a lot of the people are in disarray about this guy that you actually see on your screen. He's a New York's DA. So
even the governor turned against him.
Exactly.
Everybody turned against him, questioning why. Why did he not set a bail or whatever?
Well, one of the reasons why is because they're not citizens of the United States. So technically,
he was saying, I was listening to him talk. He was saying that he's not sure if those guys are actually the ones that did it. He was saying it's like 14 other illegals that was involved. So he ain't want to hold them accountable. But when you got footage, of the same guys in the tussle that they arrested.
Well, I think it's more so grandstanding on his part.
Yeah.
But this is the issue that I have with what we see unfolding here is the fact that the DA, as many blacks who will take an oath to the system, they are disillusional when it comes to a lot of the facts. And all they have to do is make an error, and the truthfulness of really what this is start to come out. You said yourself that even the governor has turned on him. This is what people have to understand. This is what everybody has to understand. The system that is in tow today is a system of white supremacy. I don't give a damn how you cut it, flip it, turn it, burn it. It is a system of white supremacy. And these uppity Negroes take an oath to protect white supremacy. And they are protecting white supremacy at all costs. So when they don't adhere to the oath that they've taken an oath to, then it becomes problematic for them and for what they actually stand for.
Right.
So what has happened is this guy here, the DA Braggs, that's there in New York, they have something called the no bail law, right? And this particular no bail law is a law that blacks have advocated for. And in the process of advocating for that law,
You said the black people been advocating for it?
yeah, they have.
Shit, we ain't get to use it yet.
Right, we have not. But the point is that they have advocated for the law, and the process is we have been denied that right. Now, had it been I or anybody else out there that been privy enough to jump on a New York police officer or a cop anywhere in the United States, it would have been detrimental. Like we'd have lost our lives. But I found all of this interesting because the DA that's there in New York is the same DA that's going after Donald Trump. Like he's the same DA that has targeted Donald Trump. The man that is advocating to close the borders. Now, this is what I find interesting. If there's anything that should unite Americans, black and white people,
Man,
it should be the border issue.
it's starting to really sink in right now. Go ahead.
It should be the border. But this man here, Trump, has become the target. Now, I'm not here to, wave a wand and say he's guilty or not. That's not what I'm talking about. What I am talking about is he seems to be the only somebody that is talking about this issue. That being, what's her name? Nimrata. Nimrata is also talking about it. Now, if you all are wondering who the fuck I'm talking about when I say Nimrata, I'm talking about that of Nikki Haley. That's her name. Nimrata.
Man, break
Nandwawa.
down. Break down, like, the couple people that's listening, how detrimental is this border crisis?
Well,
like, why should we as black people care about the goddamn border crisis?
Well, several reasons. One of the reasons is because for the jobs, for a lot of the jobs that are put out there, let me give everybody a hypothetical. Okay. Just say that you have a roofing company, Mr. Producer.
Right.
All right? Let's just say that you have a roofing company. The roofing company that you have, you're going to do a job. The job is, say, a commercial building. It might be, it's purely hypothetical. It's going to cost you $20,000.
Right.
Labor and all the other stuff. All right? You got employees. Okay? So now you get people come in here that's able to do roofing that are not citizens.
Right.
But they are skillful workers. They come in and say, okay then, well, we'll do the job for $9,000. So quite naturally, you're going to go with the $9,000 because it's cheaper.
Right.
And the quality might even be better. But the dilemma becomes the people that are in here doing the job for $9,000 are not supposed to be here.
Right.
So it becomes a problem. And the $9,000 that you're paying them doesn't go back in the system. It goes out of the United States.
Right.
So that's why it's a problem. Not only is it a problem, we have concise evidence where these people who are coming into the United States, the government is providing money for them for living expenses. Here in Atlanta, you have citizens sleeping under the bridges. 85, 285. All over Atlanta, you see. I just left my native city. Same thing there. So we have a problem, we have a dilemma, and nobody seems to give a damn about what the problem is, Mr. Producer.
Right.
And what I'm saying is, you provided the video for me where this guy said, I don't know if you can find it or not, but he said, "No more money for you." I think it was in Chicago.
Yeah, it was in Chicago.
No more money for you. So these people are coming in here, and they're coming in here with a fucking agenda.
Oh yeah, they got a plan.
And this is the thing. The man that's right of me right now, he does remodeling. He has property, but he also has a contract where he remodels homes, Section 8 homes. He's provided information for me, concise information, where these people, they're 10 to a family in a house. And their living standards are not up to par to how our living standards are. Like the homes that they're in, they're nasty. Matter of fact, let's produce, I'm going to let you tell this, because you can tell it better than I can. Like, what are some of the things that you have come across in repairing homes when the people who are migrants exit those homes?
They tear the houses up. They be pretty bad, but the thing I say, what you come away with it, just like you were saying earlier about I might charge $20,000 to do a job and they do it for $9,000, and people be like, man, I'm getting a deal, but how in the hell are they gonna make money doing the job for $9,000? Because all of them stay together.
Right.
All of them, they banding together in one property.
So you got 9 people. Hold on. You got
in
9
one
people.
property. They can do the job for super cheap. You gonna get them to work, but all of them living together. So they pitching in on groceries, on toiletries and everything. Right. Everybody sleeping in sleeping bags on the floor. They sleeping
on top of each other.
It's 5 families. It's 5 families, 10, 15 people to one house. So that's I'm saying that. So that's what I'm saying. That's the mentality that they have when they coming over here, and that's that they trying to eradicate everything that we built. We're not. We number 2 now. In a couple generations, they finna come over here. They finna work and they finna fuck. They finna make all these people, we gonna be null and void. Our vote is not gonna matter.
Well, which is the situation and the scenario now. And the problem is that I have, which, we're actually gonna cover the border crisis in depth next week, most high willing. I have nothing against, first, let me say this. Have nothing against somebody trying to better their living conditions. That's not what this is. But the only thing I'm saying is, realistically, is that the people who are paying the taxes or providing the trust accounts for the United States to be able to do what the fuck they do should be considered first.
And that is crazy, man. We provide all the, taxpayers is provide all the resources and materials for them to sustain life.
So hold on, stop right there. This is the thing. Everybody that's listening to the Chris Mario Show, this is what I want you all to understand this evening. See if you can find that where they are providing, the government is going to provide their money, right? The money that the United States is providing these people. The resources that they are providing are the resources coming from you guys' trust account. That's the crazy part. Like, you all can't get shit. If the shit that you try to get, you got to go through loan, you got to go to a lending institution to acquire the things that you need. But the government is able to go in and get your intangibles and provide this shit to people who illegally came into the United States. Only somebody that is addressing that problem, that issue, is that of Donald Trump. Now, I'm not, you know, this is not a preordained thing for Donald Trump. But what I'm saying to you, everybody out there this evening, is the fact that they are talking about it. They're talking about this shit as a problem. And there's a lot of components to what is going on. I know why it is. It's one of the reasons is because this is what everybody don't know. The situation that we saw affirmative action get trashed, right? Did we not, Mr. Producer?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. We also saw abortion get put on that of the back burner. Okay? So now it becomes a state issue. We have an influx of people of other nationalities migrating to the United States. A part of the Republicans being concerned, or a part of Caucasian people being concerned, is because they do not want to be in the minority. That's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with a situation where the Republicans, or the people who vote Republicans, don't want to be in the minority. So now what we do is we do away with, take our Brags off the screen. He's you know, we do away with that of we remove these things that have been a problem, or not necessarily a problem, but the things that have been a right, excuse me. So we remove those things. So now the abortion conversation is where it's not there, so our numbers can go up, because we're having an influx of Hispanics and everybody else in between that is migrating into the United States. And we don't want to be in the minority. Why? Because the beacon of light that they see, that has been a system that has controlled everybody, has been that of white supremacy. And if we cannot, I say we, figuratively speaking, if they cannot keep those methods in place, then it's hell. And you have to understand something. Those things that you have to understand is the people out here now who are concerned with the numbers shifting are ready to go to war on the border. They ready to fight. I put a post on another page, and this white guy clearly stated and said, we should put landmines on the border. Now, I think that's harsh. I think that's cruel. Now, I'm not for anybody losing lives behind this thing, but you have a lot of people out there that's ready to fight because they do not want to leave anything chaotic to their children.
And they got the videos too.
Come on, Whitney. Let me. Before you do that, let's take a quick break. And we'll be back to everybody. Give us roughly 3 minutes, maybe less. We're going to come back with those videos for you. Stay tuned.
Welcome back, Black America.
Welcome back, everybody.
Oh.
Shit, it's Black America. So,
Tonight's show is. Go ahead.
So, we do have sponsors, people. Tonight's show is being brought to you by that of Affordable Eyewear. So, the man on the screen there is Hobson Cox, who's a very good friend of mine. Affordable Eyewear is based out of that of Montgomery, Alabama. Give the phone number to them, Mr. Producer.
The phone number for Affordable
Yes,
Eyewear?
Affordable Eyewear.
Okay,
So, if anybody out there, if you all need any glasses, need any work done, your eyes checked, contact Affordable Eyewear. Also, too, they do have online. You can get your eyeglasses online from that of Affordable Eyewear. Once again, the man that you need to contact is on the screen. His name, he's the owner, Hobson Cox. Affordable Eyewear is out of Montgomery, Alabama. Can you provide them that phone number, please?
Yes, sir. The
Come on with
phone
it.
number you can reach Mr. Hobson Cox at 334-834-2020.
Give him that number again.
Again, that's 334-834-2020. And it's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Y'all give him a call. He's a good man.
Very good guy. So, Mr. Producer,
Yes, sir.
you and I, we was coming out of the break.
Yeah.
This is the thing. I need for you to bring up Hakeem Jeffries.
Hakeem Jeffries.
Yes.
We ain't gonna play the video, man.
Well, go ahead. Go with the video.
Let me do them videos,
Yeah, do the video.
man. Man, a little shot video.
Watch it. No more money for you. You want it. No more money for you. Bye bye.
Go back across the
No more money for you. No more money for you. It's lazy. You lazy. No more money for you.
Let me play the other one.
Hold on. Stop. Don't play shit. Stop right there.
God damn.
Hold it. Okay, people. All right. Qsman Till, stop it. Thank you, Qsman Till. Hopefully, I'm saying your name.
Usman Tall. That's Oos.
Okay, Oos. Sorry about that. Oos, thank you for tuning in to the show. This is what I want to say. This is the seriousness of where we are and what we're dealing with. And you know, this is the other problem that I have. I need to address. I need to address my people tonight. Because what's sad is that we will entertain anything that's trivial or bullshit. Like we are ready to talk about who's gonna win the fucking Super Bowl next week. We're ready to talk about collegiate football. We're ready to talk about all of the shit that don't matter. But we will not talk about what is rightfully due to us. Here it is. You have a man, as you call them, what, Mr. Producer?
A migrant.
Illegals.
Yo, they definitely illegal.
Come into our system that we built and say, no more money for you. And this government takes our intangibles and provide what he say, no more money for you, to them. Yet the people who's out here that will bypass this goddamn program tonight will be the first motherfuckers that complain about what it is we're talking about. Black people, you are disgusting. I'm saying it because it needs to be said. When it comes to the facts of what goes on, this is why I say the definition of what is it?
Oh, insanity. Definition of insanity.
The definition of insanity. It's the title of this show tonight. Because we keep doing the same shit and getting the same results. And it's sad. It doesn't make any sense. Yet you got people coming in here who haven't contributed anything and saying no more money for you.
Motherfucker been here 48 hours. They get more benefits than we done got in a lifetime.
How much they getting a month, Mr. Producer?
Man, shit, 9,000. 9,000 a month. Free health care.
Food stamps.
Free food stamps. They giving them a place to live. They kicking people out of the goddamn Boys and Girls Club and the other shelters so they can stay. California giving them free college. I got a video on that.
And the DA in New York and let these guys whoop the cop ass in New York, and they have fled. If I had done it, if I had jumped on a police officer and beat the cop's ass, I'd have been shot.
Man, we had to have a closed casket around this mother. They would have made you unrecognizable.
And the point is this is what I'm talking. You got another video that you want, right?
Yeah,
Come on with it.
Now, I've said this before. If you give me 3 meals, housing, child care, education, a voucher for $9,000, you know what? I come to Chicago too. And that's what they're doing. They're telling people and they're sending money back to back to Venezuela to come to Chicago because they're saying, hey, the good times are rolling there. They're taking care of everybody. Now, when we have Venezuelans that are driving cars, where did they get a driver's license? Where did they get insurance from? And then you have Venezuelans being caught with drugs and guns. Where are they getting them from?
Come on now.
So, these are legitimate questions that we need to ask the politicians.
Come on now. See what Ooh said? He said in Chicago they sent kids home from school to house migrants. Shh. Man, black people, they don't care about us, man.
So, this is what I'm saying. We don't see the seriousness of these issues.
And I know it's gonna be a person on either YouTube, because it was last time, or Facebook. Somebody gonna say, "What's the solution? What's the solution?" I got a solution.
And I'm gonna give you. Hold on,
but we ain't gonna give it right now. It's
I'm
gonna be
give
toward
you
the
all
end.
the
It's gonna be toward the end.
toward the end of the show.
I'm gonna give you my solution too. It came to me, epiphany.
This is a most definitely the right solution to this problem. Because all of the people out there who you're voting for don't have your best interest. And when I asked the question, no one is able to provide me a good answer. Nobody is. Like, why are you voting for this person? What are the benefits? Nobody's able to tell me. But your communities do not improve. I know of a situation right now, as Mr. Producer was so eloquently stating, you have 10 families. If you have a total of 10 families. These people have come into the United States illegally. If you have 10 people, all of them in there have mediocre jobs. But if they take $100, now we're talking about, and I know this to be fact. I'm speaking on this is not hyperbole. These are facts. Mr. Producer, let's do a little math tonight. All right?
All right, man. I got to break out the calculator.
Okay. No, you don't really need a calculator for this.
Calculate. I ain't that smart, man.
Okay. Neither am I. But this is the thing. If you have 10 families,
10.
okay, and you got 10 people in and they provide $100, how much is that?
That's $1,000, ain't it? Ain't that $1,000?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Quick math.
That's what I say. You don't need the calculator for that one. So we got $1,000 going toward food, but they're also saving their money. Rent is what? $800, $1,000. And don't let them have children that were born in the United States. Because now, guess what? They are going to reap all of the benefits that citizens of the United States can't get.
Off the kids.
Based off of the children.
They holding them babies till they cross that line.
You understand? This is what we're dealing with. This is what this is. Then you have them come in here and say, no more money for you. You're lazy. How do you call a people who has provided the continuity for the United States, made the United States what it is today?
You call a motherfucker lazy?
And you call them lazy. The structure, how things are set up.
Man, them folks wouldn't be able to sleep.
Are based off of a system that is set up for you to fail. Still to this day. And the people who have not contributed a fucking thing to making this country what it is tell the people who built this country, you're lazy. No more money for you. I want you all to think about that. I want you to think about that. And I want you to think about the people that you are putting into office are not addressing your fucking problems. They don't give a fuck about you. That's what I want you to think about. And the people who are talking about this, you say, no, I can't vote for them. I can't support them. Well, guess what? I like I like my racism on a platter. I like to know what the fuck I'm dealing with. You understand? If I'm dealing with a snake,
come on, man.
I want to see that venom. I want to see that rattlesnake because I'm going to do every fucking thing to avoid that rattlesnake. I don't have snakes as pets because the very day that I cannot put a mouse in that cage, I become the dinner for that snake.
Come on now.
This is what we're dealing with.
Come on now.
And the sad part about it is, when I pose these questions to these Greek Negroes, and I call them Greek because they have ingratiated themselves into a system that don't work for us. If you have people, listen to me, if you have a board, and on that board is a whiteboard, and you have a spot here, 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 a spot here. And those spots are spread out like my fingers. And they as individuals, They got a little power. Let me go back and reiterate what I'm saying because I want everybody to get this. If you have a white, I want everybody to visualize, see what I'm saying to you. If you have a whiteboard, and on that whiteboard, you just say you got 10 spots. And each one of those spots represents some form of power. But those spots are not together. They're separate.
Yeah, you can maneuver through them.
Those spots have no power. But if you take those spots, people, and you connect those spots together, and those spots represents power, look at the strength of those spots, what they become.
Man.
So what I'm saying to you is, our problems in a system of white supremacy is fixable. But you're doing the same shit and getting the same results. That makes you insane. And this is why your community looks like it does. And the people that are coming in here, when they say, I'm going to the United States to give my kids, my family a better life, they're going to a home where there's 10 families in that goddamn home. And they're going to put all of their resources together and they're going to come up. And in 180 days, which is 6 months, they're going to start buying fucking property on those streets. And the money that they, all of the money that they're making, they're gonna repair those homes. They're gonna buy the homes, repair them. They're gonna rent the fucking homes to you. And the money they get off the homes, they're gonna send it back to Venezuela.
Man, god damn.
And you are sitting around here wondering why your community can't thrive. And this is why I said many times,
man, why so many goddamn Mexicans over here, man? Damn, man. What the fuck going on, man? Why we can't get no money, man? Shit, that's why. Shit, they done knocked you down. They gon', I'm saying they gon' make it so we ain't nothing, man.
well, you've never been anything. But
I'm saying
you can't,
that. I'm saying what you just explained is so simple. So simple. If you got a group of people, trustworthy people, just imagine we got 50, you know what I'm saying, our brothers and sisters together, and we did exactly what you just said. We'll be good. I'm saying everybody will eat.
And one of the other things that we do is this. We'll tell our children, oh, motherfucker, 18, you grown. Go out and get your own place. My children could stay at my goddamn, I got enough room. My kids could stay there till they fucking 100 years old.
Another person, another child in property. Another one of our soldiers.
You understand what I'm saying, people?
Another post.
We have adapted to a system that doesn't work for us. I'm giving you all the solution to the fucking problem. The system that is in tow, we could work within it. We need our own system. For example, during the Montgomery bus boycott, right?
Yeah.
They boycotted the Montgomery bus, Montgomery bus, excuse me.
Right.
The shit was so effective that they said, they cut the fucking money off. They cut the money off. By them cutting the money off, it collapsed the busing system.
Just like that.
What King them should have done, should have said, you know what? I'm going to go back to something. Fuck that. I'm starting my own goddamn busing system. And my people are going to ride our buses, and we're going to channel that money into our own goddamn community. This is what I'm saying. You got to. We look for solutions through politics. This shit ain't political, people. This shit is economics. Right now, if you listen to Al Sharpton and the rest of them fools out there, you know what they're going to tell you? Oh, we want equality. We want equality. Fuck equality. You know what I want? Equity. I want equity over equality, people. If you don't know what equity means, go look the goddamn word up.
Equity.
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 Fuck equality. I want equity. Equity comes when somebody has wronged you of something. Nobody is pushing for that. Here it is. Everybody out here is gearing up to hear the same bullshit. We're going to bring up our Fannie Willis that's here in Atlanta. Bring her ass up.
Bring her
up.
Her and her man. They go her and her man.
The point is, we look for things that don't work for us. That's why we keep getting the same results, which is insanity. The woman that you see here is the DA here in Fulton County, Fannie Willis. This lady is going after Donald Trump. Maybe rightfully so. But the problem is, what she's doing is unethical because the man that she put on the case to go after Donald Trump, she's busting it open for him.
She getting them that split.
She's fucking this man. The man that you see on the screen.
Inappropriate sexual relationship.
Okay.
In the workplace.
So you're up here saying Trump did A, B, and C. But you know that is inappropriate and is unethical for you to be in a relationship with the man that you hired to go after Donald Trump. So we've always heard two wrongs don't make a right. We've always heard that. But now you're bearing witness to it.
She lost all the credibility.
All of her credibility is evaporated. So last Thursday, I think it is, they pushed to settle the thing because the man, wife, they all of this shit was coming out. It was coming out. And I'm saying, people, like, how are you going to go after somebody, but you're not right yourself? And the first thing Fannie does is go to a church here to solidify her points. Church and state supposed to be what?
Separate.
Come on now. People, I'm sipping on a little cognac, but I promise you, I ain't drunk.
Not yet, even. I mean, not yet, though.
My tolerance level for alcohol, Mr. Producer, is. You know what I'm saying? But people, listen, I'm just trying to give you game. Now, guess what? You said it so eloquently.
You think so?
Hold on, listen to me now.
Come on.
You said it so eloquently about Braggs in New York, the DA there. The governor turned on him.
She turned on him.
Guess what is going on with Fannie now? Remember when she initially indicted Trump, brought the charges against Trump, Kemp here, who's the governor of the state of Georgia, he was out of it. He was remiss. He was stayed away from that shit. He's now turned on her. This is the shit that we're seeing. This is the stuff. This is why I'm saying we need our own system. These people have taken an oath to a system that's not ours. And in the process, guess what happens? It makes us targets. I say us, I'm talking about the everyday people. Because all of this shit that you see going on is eventually going to bust loose. Yes, it's going to bust loose. It has to. I'm not delusional. I'm not inebriated. I'm not any of those things. I'm giving you the facts of what this is. This lady maybe had a good case against Trump. She hit him with the RICO statute.
She hit him hard.
But guess what? Now, because of what she's done is a proven fact to be unethical, she got to step away from it.
You couldn't keep them legs closed. Man, you know about the other woman, the city council woman in Atlanta?
What you talking about? Which one?
I forgot her name, but she was doing the same thing. She had the power, and then she done blackballed her little secretary, the little black dude. Well, you put it, man.
So
I ain't gonna say it.
So what I'm saying to you people, what I'm saying to you is, you going after somebody, you got to be right yourself. Now she's in and out of the churches. Man, I got to do this. I got to make this right. Man, it's late in the game for that shit, man. You giving this man, you paid this man $600,000. You guys taking trips.
God damn.
You pay y'all taking trips. All off of this shit here. And the black man is just, when it comes to, we just fucked up. Like, we don't think about shit. We think with our dicks. And that's been our problem.
I'm pretty sure she came on to him because she's the one in power. I'm just saying.
I don't know who
but
came on.
I'm just saying. I get what you're saying.
It's insignificant who did it. What I'm saying is,
you right. He wasn't gonna stop it. He wasn't gonna. It was opportunity for him.
The point is, Mr. Producer, she had an opportunity to appoint somebody. If she felt that what she had was valid, she had an opportunity to appoint somebody that was capable, other than a man that she's sleeping with.
Right.
And all of the Republicans out there today, all of the people out there today, guess what? They are we got to reschedule. Cool. All of the people out there today on the Republican side, they ain't bullshit. Tell them, yeah. They're not bullshitting about this situation. You understand? And what I'm saying to you is, it is always the educated black person who's so out of touch with reality. I'm just simply saying, if you're gonna go at somebody, you gotta be right about what it is you're doing. It can't be no mishaps. Can't be. And I'm saying, man, like the DA there brags, this woman here that's in Atlanta, Fannie, it's bad. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good, people. And especially when the issues that are going on in our community, high crime, murder, all of these things, like what happened to what's his name, brother there in Memphis? What's his name? Yo Gotti's brother.
Big J.
Juke. Like, we are desecrating each other. Everybody else is coming in here, coming up with a solution to get money. These black churches, I don't know what the number is in Atlanta. They're depositing. I'm probably guesstimating somewhere between $15 million coming out of the black churches, going into the banks Monday morning. Monday morning, there's a total of maybe roughly $15 million going into the banks here in Atlanta from the black church. Yet poverty is rampant. My native home, or my native city of that of Montgomery, it's a total of $4 million that goes into the banks on Monday morning. None of that money constructively goes back into creating the opportunities and infrastructure for the kids.
I know the migrants ain't finna goddamn put no money in no church.
No, they sending their money back to Venezuela. But it ain't just. It's not just the Venezuelans and the other people who are coming into the. Them. You got the Chinese coming into, and they're going. This is the thing.
I said migrants.
Hold on, right? But I'm saying the Chinese that come in, they go to their goddamn community, and they work in the restaurants and they make money. They make money. Lots of it. What we do, we take our intangibles and we allow others to come into our community and manipulate us.
Well, everybody else playing in 3 years down the road, we playing for Saturday
They
night.
got a 10-year plan. We got shit.
Well, I'm going to
Friday
to the
night.
club Friday, Saturday
Come on,
night.
man.
How many backs I'm going to beat?
This is insanity, people. And we vote for the same fucking politicians. They come in and give us this feel-good rhetoric. We like to be lied to. Just tell me a goddamn lie. Tell me a lie. A feel-good lie, I'm going to ride with you. Give me my next video, Mr. Producer.
The next person? Oh, hold on. Well, I got a video. Let me see what it is. Where is? There you go.
And Hispanic people do that black people can't.
Stick together so everybody win. They had 10 people in a 3-bedroom house just so everybody can save their money. Before they know it, everybody got 100,000 saved. We can't do that. We too worried about the next person having more than us or worried about what's in their pockets. The shit really sad, for real, for real.
We need a replay of that one. Run that back.
And Hispanic people do that black people can't.
Stick together so everybody win. They had 10 people in a 3-bedroom house just so everybody can save their money. Before they know it, everybody got 100,000 saved. We can't do that. We too worried about the next person having more than us or worried about what's in their pockets. The shit really sad, for real, for real.
So, that's the point. That is the point. Do you think, Mr. Producer,
Yeah.
do you actually think those people that are coming in here are worried about anything political? Do you think they're worried about who's going to win the Congress or Senate seat?
Not right now.
They don't give a fuck about any of
they
that.
don't give a fuck.
At no time do they care. They don't care. The man just gave you, he said, they're going to come in. Everybody migrates to, and I've often said this, it's the animal kingdom theory. They're going to come in. They're going to come in and they're going to go to their community. They're going to go to their goddamn community. Once they go to their community, they're going to have a job, set up a place to stay. They're going to work. They're going to save. Remember, they got other families in that house. Why do you think it used to be where you could take one income? Back in the day, it used to be you would have a family. The man went to work. The woman stayed home and did what, Mr. Producer?
Tend to the house and the kids.
There you go. They can't do that anymore. So now it takes, listen people, listen where I'm going with this. It takes 2 incomes to survive. So imagine, you got 2 incomes to survive, right? Excuse me. 2 incomes to survive. But you got 10 incomes. That's a come up.
Man, you can do what you want to do.
So
no sweat.
This is the point what I'm telling you. Everybody seems to be able to figure this shit out.
And nothing getting cut off.
Yeah. Ain't no light bill, water, everything paid. Paid in full. They put $1,000 toward beans, rice, chicken, beef, pork. The whole house eat at the same time. Enchiladas.
Yeah.
All of that.
Jalapeno peppers.
What we got going on? Man, shit, man. Goddamn,
shit,
man.
We can't even pitch.
We got, man,
we can't
man.
pitch in them
man, shit, man. I ain't get my WIC. I ain't get my food stamps.
Man.
And now you can't get it because the ones that's coming in here, they're going to temporarily get it. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to go to their community. They're going to work. For the bare minimum, they're going to come up. It's simple. Like, that's the solution, people. But here it is. I got a friend of mine tells me, diehard Democrat, man, Joe Biden is forgiving the student loans. Man, nobody give a fuck about forgiving student loans. You can do a 1099-C and cancel the debt on that goddamn student loan. People out there, for you all that don't know, that's irrelevant. They ain't doing shit. We need economics to revamp our community, people. That's the point. Like, when it comes to information, we lack information. We don't even know what's going on. We're clueless about everything moving today out in society, people. We don't know shit. And we got these dumb-ass, crooked-ass politicians out here who have their own agenda, and they lie to the people. And we buy the shit hook, line, and sinker every time.
You want to do another sponsor real quick?
Yeah, give me my,
do Phillips and Riley.
Come on with it. And this is another thing. Let me just say why Mr. Producer is bringing up our next sponsor. This is another thing what we should do. We seriously have to think about. We all in life have to eventually pass on. We have to. We got to leave here. None of us know the time, date, nor hour. But it's inevitable that we all have to die. One of the key central things out here in society today is for people to get life insurance. especially us.
Come on now. Come on with it.
We need life insurance so when we do proceed out of here, our loved ones have that as a start. We could actually cancel out a lot of the things we do based off of life insurance when we die. But I want to acknowledge, I want to thank our sponsor, Philip and Riley Funeral Home out of Montgomery, Alabama. If anybody out there, and times nobody wants to approach death, but death is inevitable. So when there is death and things we pass on, if you ever need a funeral home to provide a service for you, now this is primarily in the area of Montgomery, was it Prattville, Millbrook, those areas. We want you all to consider these good people that you see on your screen here. That is Philip and Riley. Do you have a phone number for them, Mr. Producer?
Yes, sir.
Read that phone number off to the listening audience.
The phone number is 334-263-0477.
Once again, give them that phone number.
334-263-0477. And it's scrolling at the bottom of the screen.
So, once again, people, when that time comes and you need somebody to take care of your loved one, to put them away in a presentable way, fashion, consider these people on your screen, Philip and Riley Funeral Home, who's one of the sponsors of the Chris Miles Show. Once again, give them that phone number, Mr. Producer.
It's 334-263-0477.
Thank you. So, back to the topic of fixing our problem.
Bring up the light skinned dude.
Yeah, bring him up. Hakeem Jeffries.
Yeah. Hakeem the Dream.
This individual that is on your screen is the Hakeem Jeffries out of New York. He took Nancy Pelosi's job. I had the privilege of listening to something he recently said, which was, we were talking about the state of Israel. He said that they had a right to exist.
Right.
They had a right to defend themselves. Afterwards, I sent him a tweet on X and asked him, do the Palestinians have a right to exist? Do they have a right to life? Because we hear all of the time that these people have a right to defend themselves, they have a right to exist, and all of this other stuff. But the people that we see being desecrated are the Palestinians. But that's not even our fight. Our fight is this individual who's on your screen is supposed to be looking out for the constituency of his people. They don't do that. They're not looking out for the constituency of their people. He's not talking about any policies to make life better for his people. Marjorie Taylor, they talk shit about Marjorie Taylor Greene, and she's an idiot, but she does that. She's there advocating for infrastructure for her people. This guy on your screen, he's not doing that. And the whole point that what I'm making to you is this guy on your screen, the rest of those guys, they are diehard, evil, wicked people. They have an agenda. And most of the time, their agenda has absolutely nothing to do with our agenda. And our agenda is just basically to try and survive. That is our agenda. That's our agenda. This guy here, Hakeem Jeffries, is not talking about anything lucrative about what we need to be dealing with to correct what is wrong in our community. And this is why I say many times over that people who have been voting one way should maybe consider just maybe look at some other people of other parties. This is not an endorsement for anybody else. I'm just talking about the things that I see wrong, and the subject matter is not being addressed. It's not being addressed. So you have to understand that when there's problems and things that are going on in your community, the people that are sit there at Congress must address those issues. Nobody's doing it. So since they won't talk about it, we have to expose them. And give people another thought process on what it is that is going on out there constructively. And I'm saying all of that to say this. Mr. Producer.
Oh, yeah.
This is the other thing that I need you to do for me this evening.
Come on.
The young lady that put the tattoo in her face.
Yeah.
I need you to bring that up.
I got you.
And this is what I'm talking about. From
right
the rooter to the tutor, we have poor leadership. Like, everybody are making bad decisions when it pertains to us.
I wonder what possessed her to do that.
So people, this is the shit that's going on in our community. I want leave that there for a second, Mr. Producer. What would possess, once again, what would possess somebody to put a tattoo in their face like this here? So what happens when the relationship with her and whomever that is that she's tattooed on her face break up?
Man,
she's a pretty girl, so she didn't have to go do all of that extra shit by tattooing some guy. And where does this shit come from, man?
She said it's for life. Ain't no leaving her.
I mean,
but they got that from Krishan Rock, man.
Who?
Krishan Rock. She covered up her tattoo of Blueface. So while he been locked up, they been talking. They got back together. So she went and got it tatted on her face. So a lot of girls follow suit.
This is what I'm talking about, the bad leadership in our community, man. Nobody's doing this ignorant shit but us. First of all, I don't know if anybody out there is spiritual or religious or what. We ain't supposed to be tattooing our body, period. But this is heathenistic. This is wrong on all levels.
Man, where could she work, man?
Exactly. Where do you go to get a job with a fucking tattoo on your face of somebody?
And she got to do OnlyFans.
I wouldn't look at her ass on OnlyFans. I'm just being just complicit You know, this is at some point in time, the foolishness, what we attached ourselves to, has to come to an end. So we go to no more money for you, to Hakeem Jeffries out here advocating for somebody who's going to be fined, or advocating for our trust accounts to go to a people who's not who they claim to be. And then domestically, we got this bullshit here going on. Man, shit. Huh?
It can get worse.
Can it?
You mean pull it up?
Come on with it.
Man, we got the new haircut. The Travis Kelce. Man, they trying to erase us. Man, they trying to erase us out the earth.
So people, listen, man.
They said Kim Kardashian or Khloe, one of them came up with braids. Now Travis Kelce.
I've been wearing my hair. I've been wearing a fade.
Travis Kelce that came up with the fade.
I've been wearing a fade, Mr. Producer, for shit, man. I know the betterment of fucking 20-something, 30 years. You know what I'm saying?
And when I
I started wearing a beard. You remember when I had you and I were wearing beards back in 2012.
Yeah.
And people was like, man, why the fuck y'all got all the hair on your face? Well, mine was because, first of all, Most High told us to wear beards. That's why I've worn mine. But I've had mine so long now that it's partially gray or mostly all gray. I would say about, 80% gray. 89% gray.
A little salt and pepper.
I don't cut it. I might cut it now, but it doesn't. I don't cut it off. And I've always worn my hair faded. The reason I have a hat on this evening because I need a haircut. My head looks bad.
Are you gonna tell me you want Travis Kelce?
Fucking no. My barber know what I want when I go in there, but it's you know, I often say, I tell people all of the time, you cannot embrace or have our culture without our struggle. It doesn't work like that. As Mr. Producer said, they are trying to literally erase us. And if you look back in time, you actually see all of the people who have made valid points out there of anything that's important or pertinent, they're no longer in the earth. And you don't have a voice. And all of the people out there that you have today are tokens. And now, this is you're starting to see, Mr. Producer.
Yeah. I'm trying to
the 30-year plan take place.
Most definitely that.
Because you don't, like I say, you don't have anybody out there to be vocal about the problems. You have you have a purge going on where they're bringing people in here for cheap labor. So listen.
Votes and cheap labor.
Listen, they are right. Vote and cheap labor. So you have people in here. First of all, they're not going to be argumentative. They're not going to buck the system. Their struggle is not what your struggle is. The tolerance level for a lot of the bullshit are far more greater than yours because they just want to come in and they want to better themselves and make a little money, live accordingly or decently, and then send money back to their family members and make sure that they're good.
Shit, we see a lot of them want to be criminals.
Yeah, and then you got a lot of them are bringing in, drugs and all of these other things.
And
then let me finish. And then the other part of that is that you have this man here, as they say, is the Travis Kelce the faith. Well, black men for the betterment of many years, 50 years, have been getting fades. How dare you? How dare you tell us that this guy here is the application of the faith? He's the genesis of the faith. That's bullshit. He's not. We are. And this is what I'm saying. You have the get along, go along individuals who will never address these things to put this shit in its proper perspective. Stephen A. ain't gonna talk about it tomorrow on First Take.
Hell no.
Nobody's going to talk about this. And if they do, it'll be on their podcast. But
Roland
nobody
Martin.
publicly will come out who has a platform outside of podcasting or shows that you might see on that of YouTube or some other streaming network. No one is going to talk about this. This is where we are, people. And you know what else, Mr. Producer?
Can't find it. Yeah.
Don't let them win the Super Bowl.
Man,
man.
Goddamn. They going to have to be nuts say now, man. Take with Taylor Swift.
Yeah, Beyonce and Taylor Swift. Shannon Sharp said that Taylor Swift was the next thing to Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
This guy that's on your screen, up until he got with Taylor Swift, who did he date, Mr. Producer?
A sister.
He dated several sisters.
Yeah.
So now he learned what he learned by penetrating sisters. So now when he go penetrate, what's her name? She messed up. It's a different phenomenon. You know what I'm saying? It's just like we're not getting this shit. We're not getting it. Some of us understand, others do not. What we got next, Mr. Producer?
I think that was the last one.
So, this is what I'm talking about, people. You know, we got so many things that are dysfunctional in our community. Most of those things they're fixable. They are.
So what do you think? Like, you know, we was talking about giving the solutions towards the end. Like, what would? I'm gonna give you my idea. I'm gonna kind of you know, I be back and forth from here to Montgomery. All right, this how I think. You know, we don't have the same tangibles as, you know, the migrants, and we ain't got that mentality. So I think a solution. I think the people already, the city already got it laid out. We got 9 districts in Montgomery, Alabama. There's 9 districts.
Right.
Black people out of every district vote who you want to represent that district. It ain't got to, I'm saying, ain't no, you know, the white people ain't involved. It's just us, our community. We got 9 districts. So we going to have a board. We going to have a 9-member, like, person that represents that district. So after you vote your person, the district votes for that representative. Now the representative they come together, and you know what I'm saying, they start with a plan to try to figure out how we can put our money together to build up our community. You know, that's kind of
so
that's kind of all I got.
Okay,
what I'm walking with.
so Okay, Mike is still live.
Yeah, still alive.
Okay. All right. So let me give you a solution. So this is the thing, Mr. Producer. The solution to rectifying or correcting the problem is not political.
Right.
It can never be.
I understand.
The difference between people, or just say Caucasian people, when they vote their interest.
Right.
They vote for things politically for structural reasons.
Right.
Okay? And this is why when they don't get the results they want, they replace and replenish, that district with a person that is.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that it's political, but I'm just saying it's like, okay, let's say you got 150,000 black people in the city.
Right.
All of them ain't finna come, you know what I'm saying, gather up in one area and receive the message. That's what I'm saying. You take a representative out of every district and deliberate. You know what I'm saying? You got 9 leaders. It's 9 districts. You got 9 leaders, representatives of that district, so they can go back and relay the message to their people of that district. So everybody will know the collective. So everybody will get on code and understand the collective message. Like, look, this is what we gonna do. You know, if you can, like, let's just say everybody once a week, everybody put $100 in the pot. So if you got 100,000 people, the one person in the district collects the money, you know, bring it to the middle. Everybody put 100. What's 100,000?
100,000. That'd be $1 million, wouldn't it?
That's 100,000 people. 100,000 people put 100. That's what I'm saying.
I don't have to.
I'm just saying, but just we if it's a
okay.
million, I'm just saying.
Okay, so I get what you're saying.
Now you got some type of financial thing. Now everybody come back together.
That'll never happen.
I understand it never happened, but I'm just saying.
No. So let's bring it down to a level where the people get it, because what you're saying, you know, it sounds good, but it'll never work.
Yeah.
So let me give you the solution. This is why I'm talking about the title, the definition of insanity, applies to where we are today. Okay, so what our community need is a financial structure. Okay? Our community needs a structure based upon economics. The only way for us to rectify the problem in our community is to do things that would be that of something dealing with economics. Like, we need to control the parameters of our community. We need to control the economic base of our community, and that comes from keeping the resources within. But those things will never happen because they're coming in here from these Hispanic, the Chinese who are coming in, the Africans, the Hispanic, everything in common. And that is a camaraderie of togetherness. That is a camaraderie of nationality.
Yeah, I understand.
Which is something that we don't have.
I understand.
Let me finish.
We got to start.
This is why we will spend X amount of dollars on Louis Vuitton, or we're spending money here, we're spending money there. We're not structurally sound to centralize our money. So, this is why politics don't work. Because there's no financial base, won't work. Because there's no financial base being articulated in our community to create wealth. Politicians are only supposed to be tools to get roads and shit, the things, the necessities that you need in your community done, locally and on a federal level. Let me cut this shit off, man. So, those things are not formidable at this point. So what's the problem is fixable. It's fixable, Mr. Producer, because once again, there has to be a financial base that is going on. Once again, I simply said churches take in X amount of dollars through tithing. None of that money goes back into creating jobs
but that's what I'm saying. That's the point I'm making. Okay, the church, they taking in all that money on every Sunday and they turning it in. But that's what I was saying. I was just giving an example. If you had a representative out of every one of the black districts and we put everybody come with the same message, like, look, we gonna build a school, or we gonna build a hospital, we gonna build a grocery store. So boom, everybody put in, boom, it's gonna take this. So everybody put in $50 a week until we reach our goal. Then, you know what I'm saying? You already got contractors in the community. You got builders. That's gonna create a job. Cause if you didn't put all your money together, if everybody done paid their tithes instead of paying tithes to, them hypocrite ass churches, some of them, not all of them, but the ones that ain't doing nothing, I'm saying everybody put they coins together. Now we can build, cause you got contractors. Like, everybody got a skill, but I'm saying the problem. I ain't saying the problem solved, but that's the beginning. Everybody collectively come together, put their money together. I'm just saying that'll be a good way to organize.
Well,
it, I think.
The problem is,
because I'm saying it's just like, okay, like you got the Million Man March. Okay, everybody such and such meet such. Everybody ain't gonna come receive the message.
Listen, Mr. Producer, I had somebody I was connected to when I was out in L.A. Right?
Yeah.
This man was in business with one of the most powerful sports persons. And everybody know I'm just not going to put his name out there, right?
So gonna put his name out
No, I'm not going to put it out there. That's irrelevant.
All right.
But I had several $1 million behind this concept, the Chris Miles Show. This guy had condos on the beach.
Yeah.
Okay. And he went to several black guys that he knew had $10,000. Some of them capping off $10,000 with females, so it wasn't an issue.
It wouldn't hurt him.
But when it came to investing into buying property to create structure, they wouldn't do it. They didn't do it. So what you're saying, yes, if it would be feasible if it worked.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it worked, I ain't saying that it is.
It's not.
I ain't saying.
And I was going to tell you not to hold your breath. But this is the
I'm
thing.
just saying that was a way to structure. I know it ain't gonna work. Shit.
This is the thing, Mr. Producer.
Yeah.
But I want you to understand is we are too divided on issues. And one of the things that not so much about divided, a large part of our problem is jealousy. That is the basis of everything that's wrong in our community. It's jealousy. And let me say this, because we haven't even addressed it. Because last week we were supposed to address it, and we didn't. Your van.
Yeah.
Your van. We're talking about a van that had $10,000 worth of equipment in it, or maybe more. This man went to do a fucking job, and his van was stolen. His van was stolen. We put the information out there on social media. This person contact whom the fuck ever and get the message taken. He didn't put it out there. I did. But I'm just going to show you how we'll fuck over each other. They stole your van, all of the shit in there, your personal information. Yet they had a situation where a young man was killed. He out there robbing and doing all this other bullshit. And they cared more for that, for a criminal. They cared more for a criminal than they did for the legitimacy of a man out here working and trying to provide for himself. Well, he ain't out there robbing, stealing, killing. He ain't doing none of that shit. He out there making an honest living. But this is what we do. And then the other thing what we would do is we will question somebody like me because I say we should come with an alternative because the shit that we've been getting has not provided or yielded anything that is beneficial to us in any type of shape, form, or fashion. Not one iota. But then niggerdom gets mad at me for saying that.
You right.
So there's no give and takes at this point. Mr. Producer, before we get out of here, let's shock the world. They gonna be shocked at this last sponsor. Bring them up. Because they're gonna be here for the duration. So you all might as well get used to seeing it. And we're gonna structure this thing a little better. The show, Chris Miles' show tonight, is being sponsored by that of Blacks for Trump 2024. Yes, they bought time on the Chris Miles show. Okay? Once again, the Chris Miles show is being sponsored by Blacks for Trump 2024. We do not have a phone number to provide. Oh, yes, we do. But they don't want the number out there. But they do want people to consider voting for Trump 2024. So the Chris Miles show this evening, amongst other sponsors that are out there, are also being sponsored by Blacks for Trump for 2024. And we will probably try to get the individual who has been advocating for Donald Trump to be elected to come on possibly next week as we dive more intuitive into that of the border crisis. Ourselves, we're not pushing telling anybody who they need to vote for based upon their political affiliation. We are not politically affiliated with anybody. But yeah, so once again, the show tonight is being sponsored by Blacks for Trump 2024. So, let's produce it.
Yes, sir.
What we need to do is next week. We're going to bring somebody on. This next week, people. We'll have somebody reporting next week from the border because we want to either get those drones down there, have somebody down there to bring us the live feed from the border that'll be this coming Sunday. It won't be Wednesday. We will be back in the.
Probably see if we can get TK to go down there.
But yeah, we'll have somebody there to bring the bring you footage, live footage. That is a game plan, and we're gonna do it like that. Anyway, anything you want to say before we?
Wrap it up.
Yeah.
Oh no, man. Man, I think it was a good conversation, man. I'd like to thank all the people in the chat that participated. Man, I really enjoyed doing this, man. I appreciate y'all for y'all support. I'd like to thank the sponsors. And that's a really good cherry on top, man, because, you know, we come in here, we try to entertain y'all, give y'all some good information every week. And, yeah, I just like to thank everybody.
Most definitely. I was just having some deep thoughts about something. You know, Mr. Producer has been very passionate about redefining the structure of how we do things. But you know, it goes a little more in depth, and it surpasses what one individual can do. Because as I gave you all the theory earlier about the dark spot, the circles on the black circles on a white sheet of paper, if it's spread, there's no togetherness. There has to be togetherness. And once you define what it is, your goals, then you can work within a system. The fact of the matter is that you have individuals who have reached a certain echelon in life, don't necessarily give a fuck about the other people outside of that echelon. You know what I'm saying? And most of the time it's the ones that walk around here who are what we would call educated, or who I say have a Greek philosophy in their back pockets. And they're quick to want to shit on those who are not established like they are in some type of shape, form, or fashion. And it altogether becomes a problem. It's problematic. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to Chris Mayo show. It's been fun. Like I said, we were off for 2 weeks for, you know, personal reasons and things of that nature. But, you know, most high willing, we'll be back Wednesday, and then Sunday. We will cover more on the border crisis, and we'll go from there. But thanks to all of the sponsors who are in for the duration. There will be more next week that we will highlight, and y'all just keep it with us, all right? Thank you, everybody. Y'all have a fantastic week. God bless, and we'll see you guys this coming Wednesday.
But the definition of insanity is doing the exact same fucking thing over and over again, expecting shit to change. That is crazy. But the first time somebody told me that, I don't know, I thought they were bullshitting me, so boom, I shot them. The thing is,